Napoleon Hill interviewed 500 of the richest men in America. He spent 20 years doing it. He turned those interviews into 13 steps. And then something strange happened. Millions of people read those steps and stayed broke. Not some of them, most of them. So either Hill was lying or something is missing. I know which one it is. And it is darker than you think. Napoleon Hill's first principle is burning desire. He does not mean wanting something. He means obsession. Wake up thinking about your goal. Fall asleep thinking about your goal. Write it down. Set a deadline. Read it out loud twice a day until you believe it. That is the system 15 million people paid for. Here is what Hill did not tell you. Thinking about wealth triggers the same dopamine as actually earning it. Your brain cannot tell the difference between visualization and execution, so you feel like you are winning. You are not moving. But that is not even the real problem. The real problem is what Hill buried in Chapter 7, and almost no one catches it. Chapter 7 is called Decision. Hill writes that every single successful person he studied had one habit in common. They made decisions fast and changed them slowly. He even names the enemy directly. He calls it the fear of criticism. He says it is the reason most people never act on their desire. Hill knew. He wrote it down. And then he spent the next 6 chapters telling you to visualize harder. So why did he bury it? Because the real answer would have made this book impossible to publish in 1937. What Carnegie actually did to get rich was not in any of those 13 steps. Carnegie did not build the largest steel empire in America by visualizing it. He identified every competitor who was overextended, and he bought them before they knew they were for sale. He controlled his raw materials, his railroads, and his distribution. He eliminated every point of leverage anyone could use against him. Hill called this a definite chief aim. Carnegie called it something else entirely. He called it strategic aggression. A flawed plan executed with 100% intensity beats a perfect plan that never leaves your notebook, every time. But even that is not the full picture, because Carnegie did not do it alone. And the way he built his inner circle is the part of this story that nobody talks about. Hill's 9th principle is the mastermind. He defines it as the coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony. He believed 2 minds create a third invisible force. A collective intelligence neither person could reach alone. He was right about the concept, but catastrophically wrong about the execution. Here is what your mastermind group is actually doing. Someone posts a motivational quote. Someone else shares a podcast recommendation. Someone asks for accountability. Everyone says they will do better next week. No one does. Carnegie's inner circle did not operate in a spirit of harmony. They operated with targets, specific names, specific dates, specific numbers. An outlaw mastermind is not a support group. It is a syndicate. If your circle cannot give you leverage, names, introductions, capital, or information, you do not have a mastermind. You have a hobby. Cut the dead weight. Hill ends his book with something he calls the 6th sense. He calls it the apex of the entire philosophy. A state where infinite intelligence delivers ideas directly to your mind. And most people read that chapter and feel relieved. Because it means the answer is coming. They just have to wait for it. That chapter has kept more people broke than any other page in the book. Because waiting for the 6th sense is just procrastination with better branding. Stop, I need you to answer this honestly. Not to me, to yourself. In the last 24 hours, did you take one aggressive, uncomfortable action to move your financial life forward? One real thing. Not a plan. Not a visualization, not a conversation about what you are going to do. One action. If you cannot name it, you are not using Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is using you. It is keeping you busy. It is keeping you comfortable. It is keeping you still. The book is not the problem. You are the problem. And you already know what you need to do. Napoleon Hill gave you the map. But a map does not move you. You move you. The secret was never in the thinking. It was always in the growing. And growing is always going to hurt. If you have never read Think and Grow Rich, now is the time. The link in the description gets you the full audiobook completely free through Audible. No excuses. The map is free. Now go use it. We ride until they do. Subscribe to Outlaw Wisdom if you are ready for the truth. See you in the field.